Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Evelyn.
My name is Nelna.
Well, it's been 1 year since we purchased our first home in Maryland. And as you can see, our three children, the day we went on the contract, very exciting, very excited. And so we've been trying to get together some fun projects around the house and share them with you. This is in no way an instructional video, but it's just to share ideas and show you our little projects around the house. We didn't take time to sit down and make some measurements and some plans. We just like came up with ad hoc projects. But something we really wanted to do was to start a vegetable garden for our family. So these first few videos will be all around the garden. And so the day after we closed on our house, we have this big oak tree in on our property, and there was a big storm, and the branch broke. The big branch that you can see on the screen broke, and it missed the house just by a few feet. We had some tree experts come and take down the tree. It was pretty old and also diseased, so we took down the tree. We took down a few other dead trees, mostly pines, and we made some room for a garden. Uh, we replaced the trees that we cut down with some evergreens. We have some green giants. We have some cryptomeria. Um, and so, yeah, you can see the new trees that are being planted. So on our property now, we have mostly younger trees, and we're looking forward to them turning into big trees too.
You can see on your left, so it's on the right side of the picture, the old fence that we took down, and also you can see the old pine trees. So we'll use the picket from those fences to build garden beds. And this is the old fence from from the property side, from the interior. Here is another view from the inside. You see the old fence. So we replaced the old fence, so what you see here is the new fence. Here are the pickets from the old fence. They are pretty old, so we use a hand planer to sand them a little bit to get them this new look. A hand planer, so we just bought something very cheap from Amazon. So, and it did the job very well. So some of them are not in a very good shape, so as long as I can get 2 or 3 feet out of it, I can use it for the longer side of the bed or the smaller side of the bed. So we have about 5 feet long, about 2.5 feet wide, and maybe about 2 feet deep. That's the average size. And we are putting to so we built the sides of the bed, and then now we're putting them together. To line up the corners, we use some clamps that we got from Home Depot. This is just to line up the corners, We're not looking for something precise. And as you see, we had a few reinforcements inside just to keep the bed straight and strong. And we're using some screws from Home Depot as well. Those are for decks. It's called deck made screws from Home Depot. And the head of these are like star shaped, and they come with a drill bit. So you can buy 5-pound boxes or 1-pound box. They all have drill bit inside the box. They're very easy to put in and take out. So you can see you have 4 garden beds already. working on the fifth one, and we have 4 more to go. So we use a lot of screws here actually. On each picket, we put at least 2 screws.
And the one you see on top there is one of the first ones he built. So he took time to sand like both the inside and outside, but realizing we'll later need to line the insides of the bed, he just continued, but sanding only the outside of the lumber. And this is the area planned for the garden.
Yes. We're gonna be using about 25 feet by 20, and the area is not level, so we'll be using some dirt and sand to level it before putting the beds down. So we thought it may be nicer but also useful to have some edge where you can sit on while gardening. So we got some studs from Home Depot and put them around the edges. It also makes it stronger. So initially we tried something fancy, with the corners, but then it takes too much time. So we use some glue on top of the nails just to make sure it doesn't come apart. So here is dog trying to get the exact measurement. It's very handy. This will help to make the bed stronger, but also provide a sitting area when you're working on the garden bed.
So this is basically the only pieces of wood that we purchased. The rest is just coming from the recycled.
Absolutely, absolutely. So these are, I think we got, it's 2 by 8 feet, 2 inch by 8, and we got 2 pieces for each bed. And to protect the wood from the sunlight or just any weather, we use some pure raw linseed oil. This is odorless and it penetrates really deep in the wood. It takes some time to dry, but it's safe to protect the wood very well. So this is the one that we choose to stain the beds, and you can see Mantar is busy doing the job here. We got about 2 gallons from Amazon. And the next step is lining the interior using the tarp.
So this is just like regular landscape fabric from Amazon.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, so we just bought the roll and then cut it up to line the insides of the bed.
So here, as you can see, Tog is using a melter to cut the tarp. We start with scissors, but as you can tell, it's very messy. So when you use the melter, it kind of cut and melt at the same time, so that you don't have all those pieces coming on. Well, we had everything in the backyard, so whenever we have a break, the kid will get out there and add one piece and another. So here I think we can say we're about halfway through the project.
A wood stain.
Wood stain from also we got it from Home Depot. It's darker than the one we used before. It looks very nice on the bed. So
yeah, just to protect and make nice again.
Exactly. We added only 1 coat of it. Next step is leveling the ground. So we borrowed this tool from the neighbor and just use it to return so that you can level it easier. The challenge you had was the roots that were down there because all those old pine trees left a lot of root in the ground, so we had to remove some of them.
A lot of
A
them.
lot of them. Fortunately, it didn't damage the tool that we're using here.
We are gonna stop here for today and pick up the next leg of the project in the next video. See you on the next one.
Thank you for watching.